for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he finds Stills complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Drake. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Tannehill forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 or more yards.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 22 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 98 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Tannehill being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Take it in at the 22. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Watch it now, Barney. Gun! Detroit! Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Mayfield on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. That's caught by his good tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down, it's Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third and short, Drake, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Johnson. And some room to work. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run. There's Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Mayfield. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Throwing for his linebacker, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Run.
Tannehill hands to Drake.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Tannehill on 1st down. Flushed out right. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Took left. Hey.
Now a handoff for Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
50.
On the give, this is Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep down, and it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He's going to look deep now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Trying to get it to Landry there. But look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The safety, Calvin Pryor, is there on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, 20.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He dumps it off to Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Again, it's Johnson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He was looking for Landry that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He goes underneath the Drake. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Drake. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
To throw is Tannehill. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 You won't see me in your nightmare, son. You won't see me in your nightmare. No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
And that'll set them back 5. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Running, it's Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Right back to Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go to Johnson again, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Throwing now, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.